Hi everyone, and welcome to the Devils in the Detail podcast.
My name is Addison.
And my name is Isla.
We want to thank Serafina and Sasha for starting this podcast last year and are excited to bring it back this year.
We are excited to introduce Elise Cranny as our first guest this year.
Elise is an accomplished distance runner who runs professionally for Nike and the Bowerman Track Club.
She has competed in the Olympics in both Tokyo and London.
Elise currently holds the indoor 5K record with her time of 14 minutes and 33 seconds, which is a 3.1 mile race. Her pace per mile was 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Elise will be competing in the 5K and 10K in the World Track Championships in Tokyo, which will take place this month.
Now let's get into the interview.
Elise Cranny.
Well, Elise Cranny is as consistent as you can be in this event. She has made the last four teams, both Olympic teams and the 2022 and 2023 World Team.
Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Hi, Elise. Thanks for joining in on our podcast. How's it going?
Great. I'm so happy to be here. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for asking. All right, let's get into the questions. The first question is, how does it feel to have gone to the Olympics 2 times and to have many other competitions that you have won?
Yeah, that's such a good question. It feels pretty surreal. I think when I was growing up, I really wanted to go to the Olympics. So to now have been to 2 Olympics and be able to experience something I dreamed about for a long time is pretty crazy. And I would say the biggest thing is, outside of even just the races or accomplishments is like the different places that running has brought me and the people that it's introduced me to. And I think that's a really special part of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What inspired you to become a runner?
Oh, that's a really good question too. I would say growing up, my parents both did triathlons, and so I was like very much around the endurance, like distance sporting world. And both my grandparents also did ultras, so ran 100 milers, and so I think I just went to a lot of those races and was really inspired by people like challenging themselves to accomplish something that maybe they didn't think they could do. And so I would say that's how I got my start in running. I started in middle school, and I loved being part of a team, and I loved like being able to challenge myself. And I feel like from everything I learned from my parents and grandparents, I just knew that sport could be really fun, but also like really challenging and help me to like push past limits that I thought I had. So yeah.
That's so cool. But anyway, what is your favorite hobby outside of running?
Ooh, I really like, man, a few different things. I really like to cook. I also really like to dance. I do a lot of country line dancing. And I also really like to read and spend time with my family.
I love to read too. What's your
Yeah.
favorite book?
Ooh, that's so hard. Man, I have so many favorites. Um, I guess one of my favorites is probably it's called When Breath Becomes Air. And so that's probably one of my favorites. It's kind of I feel like touches on like the meaning of life. So it's a deeper book, but it's really, really good.
That sounds really interesting. What's your favorite country artist?
Oh, I really like um Brett Young, and I really like um who else do I like? Um I really like Darius Rucker. I really like Tim McGraw. I really like Jordan Davis is probably my ultimate favorite. But yeah, I like a lot of country artists.
Okay. What is your to-go meal before a big race?
Ooh, I really like, so I usually race in the evening. So the night before, I usually like to do either pasta or rice and bread and some sort of protein. So usually chicken. Um, and yeah, make sure I have a lot of carbohydrates. So I would say like bread and pasta or rice are the biggest. And then because I usually race in the evening, I like to have a big breakfast when I wake up with like eggs and toast or eggs and pancakes. And then usually my last meal I like to have is a bagel with peanut butter or almond butter and banana. That's usually my last race or my last meal before I race, because that's usually what I have before a workout. So I know that it sits really well in my stomach.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to kids to help them be successful?
Oh, I would say the biggest thing is two things. Always keep it fun, and I would say celebrate your little wins along the way. So I think it's important to set big goals in running or whatever you're doing, to have those like big outcome goals. But I think it's really important to set the smaller, like day-to-day or weekly process goals along the way and then celebrate when you reach those. Because sometimes our really big goals can be like super daunting and there can be a lot of steps to get there. Like at least I felt that way when I was young and I was like, I want to go to the Olympics. It felt so far away. But when you break it up and you start to think like, okay, what are my small goals I can have along the way? And then how can I celebrate those to get momentum? And I think that helps keep it really fun too. So keep it fun, don't take it too seriously, and celebrate the small steps that you're taking along the way to get to your bigger goals.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thanks for letting us interview you, Elise. Good luck at the Track World Championships in a few weeks. We're rooting for you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome.
That's a wrap.